Hello friends, this video on current electricity part 21 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 20 before going ahead with this one. Now let us look at certain problems on the temperature coefficient of resistivity. This problem states that a silver wire has a resistance of 2.1 ohms at 27.5 degrees Celsius and a resistance of 2.7 ohms at 100 degrees Celsius. Determine the temperature coefficient of resistivity of silver. We know that RT, that is resistance at any temperature T, is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha T, right? Now using this, here we are talking about two different temperatures. Let us call these two temperatures as T1 and T2. So we will get two expressions somewhat like this. RT1 is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha T1 and RT2 is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha T2. Now what are the values given in the problem? In the problem, the value of RT1, that is resistance at T1, is given as 2.1 ohms. T1 itself is 27.5 degrees Celsius. R at T2 is given as 2.7 ohms and T2 is given as 100 degrees Celsius. So these are the values which are given in the problem, and we have to calculate the temperature coefficient of resistivity, that is alpha. So from these two expressions, what we can see, from first expression we can write R naught is equal to RT1 divided by 1 plus alpha T1. Similarly, from the second expression we can write R naught is equal to RT2 divided by 1 plus alpha T2. Now this and this both are equal to R naught, right? So we can equate these two terms. Therefore, we can write RT1 divided by 1 plus alpha T1 is equal to RT2 divided by 1 plus alpha T2. So this we can write it as RT1 into 1 plus alpha T2 is equal to RT2 into 1 plus alpha T1. So from this we have to just solve this. It is just simple mathematics. So this will be equal to RT1 into alpha T2 is equal to RT2 plus RT2 into alpha T1. So we take the terms with alpha on one side. So we get RT1 into alpha T2 minus RT2 into alpha T1 is equal to RT2 minus RT1. Therefore, we can write alpha is equal to RT2 minus RT1 divided by RT1 into T2 minus RT2 into T1. Now we can put these values, all these values are given in the problem. So we get 2.7 minus 2.1 divided by 2.1 into 100 minus 2.7 into 27.5. So this comes out to be approximately 0.004 degrees Celsius inverse. So this is the value of temperature coefficient of resistivity for silver. Let us look at the last problem of this section. It says a heating element using nichrome connected to a 230 volt battery draws an initial current of 3.2 amperes, which settles after a few seconds to a steady value of 2.8 amperes. That means when it is connected to this supply, initially a current of 3.2 is drawn. After some time, the value gets steady and it reaches a value of 2.8 amperes. So what is the steady temperature of the heating element if the room temperature is 27 degrees Celsius? So the room temperature is this much. Temperature coefficient of resistance of nichrome averaged over the temperature range involved is 1.70 into 10 to the power minus 4 degrees Celsius inverse. So now in this case what happens at room temperature? What is the room temperature? Room temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. Therefore, resistance at 27 degrees Celsius is what? At room temperature, the resistance will be equal to the voltage supplied divided by the current flowing through the circuit according to the Ohm's law. Now, at room temperature, what is the voltage supply? The supply is 230 volts. And how much current is drawn? Initially, the current which is drawn, that is at room temperature, right? So, the initial current drawn, that is 3.2 amperes. So, this is the resistance at 27 degrees Celsius. Now, after some time, what happens? The current settles down to 2.8 amperes. So, after some time, the temperature also changes. So, let us say that after some time, the temperature is T degrees Celsius. So, that means the resistance at temperature T will be equal to how much? That will again be equal to 230 volts divided by current. The current is 2.8 amperes that time. So, it should be this much. Now, we have to calculate this temperature T, because the question asks what is the steady temperature of the heating element if the room temperature is this much. So, you have to calculate this value of T. So, now we will use the same formula, that is RT is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha into T. So, T is 27 and this is equal to 230 divided by 3.2. This is my first expression. Similarly, we can say R at T is equal to R naught into 1 plus alpha T, which is equal to 230 divided by 2.8. This is my expression 2. So, now if I divide expression 1 by expression 2, what do I get? I get 1 plus alpha into 27 divided by 1 plus alpha T is equal to 230 divided by 3.2 into 2.8 divided by 230. So, 230 and 230 gets cancelled. This is 7. This is 8. So, we get 1 plus 27 alpha divided by 1 plus alpha T is equal to 7 by 8. Right? Now, in this problem, alpha is given as 1.70 into 10 to the power minus 4 degrees Celsius inverse. So, putting the value of alpha, we get 1 plus 27 into 1.70 into 10 to the power minus 4 divided by 1 plus 1.70 into 10 to the power minus 4 into T is equal to 7 by 8. So, from this we can calculate the value of T. So, this comes out to be 8 into 1 plus 27 into 1.70 into 10 to the power minus 4 is equal to 7 into 1 plus 1.70 into 10 to the power minus 4t. So, from this we get 8 into 1.0045 is equal to 7 plus 7 into 1.70 into 10 to the power minus 4t. So, from this if you calculate, you get the value of T as 867.2 degrees Celsius. So, this is the temperature after which, after some time, the temperature goes to this when the resistance or the current drawn from the circuit becomes 2.8 amperes. So, now that we have completed the first phase of the lesson where we talked about mostly Ohm's law. In fact, we talked only about Ohm's law and whatever things related to Ohm's law. So, now it is time that we talk about resistors. Now, we should talk about circuits. So, we will be able to talk about circuits only when you are aware of what a resistor is, because circuits without resistors is meaningless. Because in a circuit, you mostly have 2-3 components. One of them is capacitor, one is resistor, one is the battery, that is the cells, right? So, out of these capacitors I have already covered in our previous lesson. We will cover resistor in this lesson, so that in the next lesson where we will discuss only about electric circuits, we will analyze different types of electric. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.